Biden making a visit to the area today where he toured portions of the border, as well as speaking with local leaders and CBP agents. We start off our team coverage right now. Let's go to live with Sydney Hernandez and Jeremiah Marshall on the president's visit.
Derek, historical visit is absolutely right. History definitely made here in the Valley. I'm Sydney Hernandez, joined by my partner in crime, Jeremiah Marshall. And Jeremiah, this is a big day for the Valley. President Biden making his way. He landed around 3 o'clock here in the Valley. And a lot of people saying this is a long time coming, 3.5 years, and he has made it here. This is his second visit to the border, but first here to the Valley as president. And he talked a lot about resources and the fact that more personnel is needed down here on the border. He did thank the Border Patrol agents, but he said that he even mentioned that the cartels have more technology and drones than our own agents.
Absolutely. You know, that's kind of scary when you think about it, but you have these men and women who are out here protecting the border tirelessly, and they were able to have that chance to share with the president on what they need as well, too. So the president obviously making this initiative known, and that was his main goal today, is to talk about this. So I was in the room today, and when I was there, we saw that the president, he was able to talk to top border officials, and he got an update on what's happening at the border and the resources that are needed and being pulled across the area so that way they can protect the border. Top officials also talk about the lack of technology and the cartels, like we talked about, having more drones in the sky than the Border Patrol agents. Asylum officers also say they need security checks, translators, along with many more with their interviewing processes. Biden telling them that they are also overwhelmed and they also need more help. And also with Biden today, he even called out Congress and he called out the Republicans as well, too, even Donald Trump, on how they should work together. We have that sound. Go ahead and take a listen.
Here's what I would say to Mr. Trump. Instead of playing politics with this issue, instead of telling members of Congress to block this legislation, join me, or I'll join you in telling the Congress to pass this bipartisan border security bill. We can do it together.
Now, Biden also saying this bipartisan agreement will be a win for the city of Brownsville and several others, especially here on these border communities. We also did hear from Mayor John Cohen with the city of Brownsville and also Vicente Gonzalez and many more and top local border officials as well to talk about how this agreement is needed.
Absolutely. And it was very clear that during the visit, President Biden agreed with the agents. He said, I understand you guys need more resources, more personnel. We're going to work our hardest. Now, he said, we're going to fight, and I quote, like the devil to get you that money. So let's see what happens there. But the visit is getting attraction from all over. Now, we do want to go live to our reporter, Frank McCaffrey, who's bringing us local GOP reaction from the Republicans. Frank, what's the latest out there?
That's right. A number of conservatives and/or Trump supporters headed to Brownsville in a Trump train to let their voices be heard. Opponents feel President Joe Biden has not spent enough time at the Texas-Mexico border since taking office. Local GOP elected officials say they waited a long time for the president's visit.
The Valley people are very smart. The Rio Grande Valley knows when political people care or not.
The border security issue is a concern for all Americans, and I believe that a lot of Democrats are also, headed up to here with waiting for something to be done.
The last thing we need are photo ops from the same politician who caused this mess. We need strong leadership.
It took him a darn good time to get out here with his failed policies. We've had a lot of issues with the immigration and the cartels and the drugs that are coming in.
Now, Hidalgo County GOP Chair Adrian Pena Garza also noted that Brownsville's congressional district, that is District 34, is historically a Democratic stronghold. She believes the president is in Brownsville as part of a get out the vote effort for incumbent Democratic Congressman Vicente Gonzalez. Live in the newsroom, I'm Frank McCaffrey. Back to you.
Frank, thank you so much. Now, that was not the only big visit we had in Texas today. Former President Donald Trump also making his way to the border on this very same day. Now, he's over in Eagle Pass. Now, we are told that he's out there right now, joined by the former president, as well as Governor Greg Abbott at a rally in Shelby Park. That park has been a big area between Texas and the federal government.
Nice weather, beautiful day, but a very dangerous border. We're going to take care of it.
Trump's team says Biden is copying him by visiting the border today, but the White House insists now today's trip had been in the works for a while now. And hours before Biden and Trump visited the border, a federal judge blocked Senate Bill 4. Now, this new Texas law would give police broad powers to arrest migrants suspected of illegally entering the U.S. The move deals a victory to the Biden administration with a broad rejection of Republican Governor Greg Abbott's immigration enforcement efforts. The ruling brushes off claims by Republicans about an ongoing, quote, invasion along the southern border due to the record high illegal crossings. Now, we are going to continue to break down the latest on the presidential visit here in Brownsville throughout our newscast today, bringing you team coverage throughout the day. But we're going to have the latest for you coming up tonight on CBS 4 Valley at 6. We're going to send it back to my partners in the studio, Derek Garcia and Brian Hale. Guys, back to you.